Hey, have you ever heard a book that has written a long time ago? If not, tell me, how would you find a book that is older than you? Just simply type your thoughts here, then hit the done button. Oh yeah, and if you want to see examples of how other students answer the question, just simply click on the envelope on the bottom right side of the screen. Right there. Okay, let's go. So, do you understand why you should think about reading a passage, or if you have been through this before, what do you think? You have been through this before? Okay, let's begin, shall we? Here's a girl who was Scottish a long time ago, back in 1818. Let's see what it says. Okay, this is called Shocking Fanny Light or Shrill Harness. When she was a girl in Scotland, Frances or Fanny Wright fell in love with America, a new nation consecrated to free man. On September 3rd, 1818, a 22-year-old Wright set foot on the actual land of her dreams. She and her little sister Camilla, a pair of wealthy offhands, spent the next 2 years touring the young U.S. Young females did not go traveling without a man in those days, but Fanny believed that freedom should apply to women too. Her 18th book about her travels won for her the friendship to another freeman friend. It's called the Marquise de Lafayette, who helped free the American from the British Empire. In 1824, the old Frenchman made sure Fanny met her friend, 81-year-old Thomas Jefferson, and his friend, 73-year-old James Madison. Okay, you should know that George Washington was the first president of the United States, and James Madison was the fourth president of the U.S. So tell me, in your mind, how did Fanny wrote about a book back in 1821, when her book was established in that year? Just think about that for a few seconds. When you're ready to begin, just click the keep reading button if you want to keep reading. And you can see an examples right here. Click on the envelope to learn more. It is right here on the bottom left screen. So let's see what else that Fenna did in her life. It says here, but wait, maybe you already seen a fly in the soup. To Fanny, slavery was related everywhere. Slaves in the land of liberty was sickening. Sorry, I'm not very good at reading though. I'll try to read as much as I can. As much as she admitted the two former presidents, she hated that they lived in slave-built mansions, waited on by people who had no choice but to do so. But slavery really did trouble them too. Slavery trapped everywhere in its evilness. With so much money tied up in the costly human property, owners couldn't offer to let them go. Could blacks support themselves out their lifetimes by being fed, housed, and denied education? Madison and Jefferson had no. Emancipation had to be gradual, really, centuries of regular divisions that had been there in their countrymen thinking that the races could never lie together. Surely blacks must go back to Africa. In fact, many have already been sent there. To Morava, but there's another story for another day. So how do you think it helps with Jefferson and Madison with the decision? Just think about that for a few seconds. Then click the keep reading button. Right here. All right, let's go. Okay. So Fanny planned farms where blacks could learn while they earned their freedom money. It wasn't her way for freeing her beloved America from the curse of slavery. She published her idea and tried to make it work on Nashoba, her own farm in Tennessee, but her experiment failed. Then, in the late 1820s, she went around the eastern U.S., making speeches about all of her free-thinking ideas and shocking the daylights out of people. A public speaking woman was unheard of, going around talking about abolition, daycare for working mothers, the right of women and her factory workers. That's interesting. Shocking. That's the thing to know about Fanny Wright. She was the stone-born Rachel, way around of her time, imagining freedoms she never lived to see. Here's a couple of pictures for you. Right there. See? 1814 Herman Armin. That's a portrait of him. In the right picture, it says, a hostile cartoon lampooning Wright of daring to deliver a series of lectures in 1829. At the time when many felt that public speaking was not an appropriate activity for women. Ooh, very nice. Well, about Fanny, she's one of the youngest women in history, though. And read her book about, No. She was not reading her book. She was making farms for black women. Yes, black women has to go get food because they can starve and die. That's not good. Okay, now you got 3 questions to answer. First one. Who do you think is Fanny Wright in the article? Do you know who she is? Oh yeah, nice work. Ooh. She is from Scotland, though, and Frances. Look at here. When she was a girl in Scotland, Frances, or Fanny Wright, fell in love with America, a new nation conservating to freedom. Next question. Why do you think Fanny wants to grow a farm for the black people? Nice job. She wants to grow a farm for the black people because they're starving. Well, fortunately, black people don't always have to eat food. So it says, so Fanny planned farms where blacks could learn while they earned their freedom money. So yeah, black people needs to help Fanny with her farms. That's a good idea for Fanny. And here's your 3rd question for you. It's a bonus. So, could blacks support themselves at the lifetimes of being fed houses and denied educations? Is that right? No is right. So yeah, it says here, Madison and Jefferson thought no. Emancipation had to be gradual. Really, centuries of racial divisions have been their countrymen thinking that their faces could never lie together. Good job. Now here's a test for you. Good luck. Be careful though, because the Department of Multiple Choice is going to test you. Here you go. Let's get over to Katie with this, okay? You must answer 3 questions based upon what you remember from the passage. Good luck and have fun. When you're ready, click the ready button to take the test. Okay, here you go. Take your time. Thank you. You're done. Click Finish. Thank you. You're done. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.